guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Yeah, good to go. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I am here at the Bugatti factory in Molsheim to experience this, the world's fastest production car, the Bugatti Chiron. And straight away let me show you the lights. The lights are absolutely beautiful. You have got 4 of these elements. They look absolutely mind-boggling, and of course the indicators also really nice. Ground clearance is low on this vehicle. This is the hood, which houses a small amount of storage space as well, and you get the traditional Bugatti grille known as the horseshoe. The Bugatti logo is right there, front parking sensors, and obviously you get a lip spoiler to make the car look extremely aerodynamic, which it is. But this is actually quite a big car, yeah, in terms of size, also by supercar standards, because this is not really a supercar, because obviously it is a hypercar, but it's a mix of a luxury car as well as a supercar. So you get this C element, which also goes with the Chiron's logo. Meanwhile, look at the design of the vehicle. It looks absolutely beefy. Straight away, let's go to the front tires. The brake discs on this car is absolutely crazy big. Just look at the size of the brake disc here. The front tire size happens to be a 285/30/20, and this is Bugatti's brake caliper, which is similar to their racing color. It says Bugatti right there. Wheels look really nice, finished in chrome. Michelin tires. Yeah, Michelin is also a French company, but the rear tire size is even bigger. Although this is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, you can see the size of the brake disc at the rear is even bigger. You get this beautiful brake caliper, again Bugatti written there, finished in the racing blue color. And the size of this tire is absolutely mind-numbing. It happens to be a 355/25/21. Yeah, that's right. That is massive size of a tire. And at the rear, you get this continuous tail light treatment. So this is really beautiful, but this light continues all the way, extremely bright. EB written there. That is for Ettore Bugatti, the founder of the company. And you get these exhausts as well. Now from the rear is also very purposeful. You can see the diffuser right there. You can see the size of the tires. Okay, let me get closer. You've got rear parking sensors there. You've got a reverse parking camera as well. And there, can you see that? The tire is massive in size. Okay, exhaust outlet is here as well. Exhaust outlets here as well. So 4 exhausts here. There's an exhaust outlet here. So I can see 6 exhaust outlets at the rear. Meanwhile, certain versions of the Chiron, the special editions, obviously get like 4 exhausts pointing out right from there, which is also very beautiful. Now this is the engine bay. It says W16EB, the Bugatti logo, and then the center. Now this is actually exposed and open because it needs to breathe. It's got like 9 radiators. It pumps around 800 liters of coolant every minute to cool the engine, yeah, through the engine. So that is the amount of engineering brilliance which has gone to make this vehicle. And just look at it. It looks more than $1 million, because this cost, hold your breath, 2.5 million euros. Yeah, that's right, 2.5 million euros. And that is just the base price. You're going to configure it, obviously, right? You're going to configure it, and as you keep configuring it, it becomes even more expensive. So, you know, a little bit of the wear on in this car in terms of design. So it's more like an evolution than a revolution. But when the formula itself is so brilliant, why mess with it? So you can see the wipers. Yeah, it gets dual wipers with dual blades, and just the whole attention to detail on this car is so brilliant. So side view mirrors also, they actually jut out from the body, and here this is actually to cool the vehicle because it needs a lot of cooling. It is an absolutely mind-boggling car in that sense, because it is just so freaking fast, which everyone knows. So a lot of buttons here. Now this is the electric parking brake. This is the memory seat setting. You can save up to 3 people's settings, and it says Chiron here because this happens to be the speed key of the vehicle. Yeah, this is the speed key of the vehicle, which you need to insert here to actually access the top speed. So it's limited to 380 kilometers per hour, but the top speed is 420 kilometers per hour. If you want to get to 420 kilometers per hour, well, you have to put this key, so you know you are sure what you're doing. And once you do that, basically the car squats down, becomes more aerodynamic, so then it can go up to its top speed. Now these are the controls for the power windows, and this is to lock or unlock the vehicle, and this is to adjust the outside rear view mirrors. Now the door pockets are actually quite small, so we'll just access that. Yeah, small door pockets here, but you can also keep a bottle right there. Just see the treatment, the body, the aerodynamic kit, the spoiler, everything feels so nice. Now this car is spec'd up in this beautiful blue color. Yeah, it actually matches the Motorbeam blue color with the Motorbeam Project car as well. But here you get a proper dead pedal, and you see the way the accelerator and brake pedals have been made, they're very different. Chiron written right there. Yeah, Chiron written right there. Now Chiron is the name of a Bugatti racing car driver, so that's where the name actually comes from. He was actually from the same place as Charles Leclerc. Yeah, that is right. Anyways, the most important thing is how do you access the engine? Well, you can pull this ahead and you can open this and then you can access it from here. Now, they've actually put glass on both the sides so that not much noise comes inside, but the motor is actually very loud. So they've just tried to make it a mix of a sports car, supercar, hypercar and a luxury car in one beautiful package. So straight away, let's get inside. Okay, you have to actually scramble yourself in because it is quite low. To adjust the seat, there are plenty of buttons here, so you can move the seat lumbar angle as well. Yeah, that is the thing. And this is actually to open the front hood to access the boot space. But once inside, things are very minimal. Okay, you don't see much. There is no screen here. There are 4 pods here, which is for the air conditioning, and you can browse through this one to actually see a lot of other data, like what is the G-force meter, along with seeing what is the top speed you have achieved on a particular run. Yeah, all this information comes here from the screen. Now, to engineer this, there's a lot of effort. They are so beautifully done, very tactile feeling as well. This is obviously the gear lever. You get drive, sport, neutral, reverse, and you can also manually take care of the gears. Now, there's a button here. There's space to keep stuff right there. There's space to keep stuff below here as well, but there's not much storage space here as such. There's obviously a nice glove box. Press this button and there the glove box opens. It's not really very big, so you can't keep much stuff there either. Now you get a door pocket as well as a bottle holder right there. Seats are extremely comfortable, one-piece seat, and I mean the bolstering is just crazy. The side bolsters are amazing and it just hugs you and sits you really very comfortable. Although they're sports seats, they're extremely comfortable. You obviously get the seat here as well. So right here you've got the lights, so you can turn on the lights like this, and this actually C-shaped light turns on like that. Beautiful auto dimming inside rear view mirror. Again, every design element has to reflect the overall design of the vehicle, which is just so good. Now sitting inside the driver's seat, it gives me a good view of what's around. This is the Bugatti steering wheel. It looks very nice. It says airbag here. Now these are actually the controls for the audio system and to receive a phone call. Meanwhile, these are the controls for that multi-information display there. You get paddle shifters, which are nice to use, and the steering feels great too. It gets a flat bottom. This is the launch control button. That is in case you want to launch the vehicle into orbit, because that is the level of performance on offer. These are the drive modes of the vehicle. So there is a checkered flag, which I believe is for the race mode, and various modes on offer. You can also turn off traction control on the go without having to look anywhere else, because every information is on these 2 screens as well. This is obviously the engine start button. Now this is obviously the headlight control. It gets automatic headlights as well. So beautiful looking car, really great quality on offer, and everything feels so special inside this vehicle, especially the seats, the way the design has been done. It is just so freaking premium and amazing. Over here, you don't get a mirror. You don't need a mirror, because if you own this car, you already know you look super special. And on this side, you also get a mirror, which is a nice touch. Meanwhile, the quality, the material, everything feels so nice. Just look at the leather here. You also have the option of getting dual panoramic roofs, which bring in the airy feeling inside the cabin. The seat is super comfortable. I'm sitting here right now and the driver's seat is absolutely hugging me. Now this is actually to turn on the audio system. Let's turn it on right away. And there, when you turn it on, it says Ettore Bugatti on the right, his signature, and on the left it shows the Bugatti logo. Audio quality is just freaking brilliant on this vehicle. So over here on the left, can you see this? On the left you get the tachometer along with how much horsepower you're using. The instrument cluster here has a lot of information on offer. So in the center, obviously you get a massive speedometer. It is marked all the way to 500 kilometers per hour, below which obviously you get a digital speedometer. On the left side, it shows you the trip meter as well as the odometer. On the right, obviously you get the various modes on offer, including the car modes as well as the radio navigation and whatnot. And here below, it will also show you a lot of important information. What a beautiful car, what quality. Everything feels so extreme in terms of quality, craftsmanship. Okay, there's another one going there. Can you see that? Yes. So they keep testing a lot, because the building here right ahead is the one where they actually assemble the cars. Now I'll do a different vlog on that. Anyways, let's get to the experience of how this car actually moves on the road.
If I do the same and I close the cage again, very quiet. To do that means we need a lot of acoustic in the car. We're putting a lot of acoustic foams everywhere. We're putting double glass windows, and we're putting these elements which are like a solid block of aluminium. and we're drilling that. This part is like 2 centimeters thick. This is a block of aluminium where we're extracting this steering wheel. This is a block of aluminium and we're doing the same. And even here, the EB, Ettore Bugatti sign that you cannot touch is behind the glass. If you are in a Bugatti, the sound we want you to hear is what I will do now is that I will put third gear, so not first, third gear, and I will use 2000 rev, which means not very high rev, it will be quite low rev. And I want just to show you the pickup we have in that car, starting from third gear up 2000 rev and going straight. And you will see how much dynamic we get. You will have to hold your camera because when I will put the power, then I will brake hard. So hold the full power.
I am holding the camera.
The camera will destroy everything. So hold it.
Yes.
Because it will be a heavy braking. So I am in third gear. You see, third gear, 2000 rev. This is there, very quiet. And then I go for power. Ready?
Yeah.
Hold the camera on the way back. This is what the Bugatti
It's crazy.
This is crazy. Why? Because this is a very civilized car. This was a jet fighter. And this is the same car. And I was in only third gear. So that means you imagine we have also second gear. We imagine that we have also first gear. You imagine that we have 6,500 revs. So then you realize what we are asking to our engineer. One day you're saying, okay guys, I want the car which is the fastest in the world, the most powerful car in the world. I want the car which is the best brakes, the best gearbox. I want the best reliability. And then the next morning you say, oh sorry guys, I forgot. I would like also to get like materiality, space, drivability, comfort. So you want things which are on the extreme right and things which are on the extreme left. You want to put that in the car all together. These elements, they are normally conflicting. So what we will do next is that I will put full power first gear and then I will brake in a short time. So you will hold again your camera because it will be even harder than what we did before.
All right.
And you will see that even if it's like first gear and you're putting 1,500 horsepower, you will see like it's a very safe feeling. Ready?
Yep.
What's the meaning of that? That means the car will never give up. You will give up. Why? Because suddenly your speed is out of reality. This is a speed of 200 kilometers. Like that. It's a drop of power, but the drop of power of a Bugatti is making you traveling so fast. So you don't need to use that. The road will be short anywhere else, too short. If I go on the road now, what will be the last part of the test, which is a bad road. And normally a bad road with a supercar, it's crazy. Here, this is the worst of the Bugatti in terms of comfort. Then you see, wow, it's very quiet, very no rolling sounds. My hands are not moving, the car is like dynamic, the wing is out, the traction control is off, the dampers are very stiff, the steering is harder. If you are with your friends and you're traveling and you are in fifth gear, 2000 rev, so basically you are not fighting for everything. And if you put full power, fifth gear, and you're not changing the gears, see and check how much dynamic we get in the car. Ready for that?
Yes.
So 2000 rev, fifth gear, and I don't change gears. Okay? Fifth gear, fifth gear, fifth gear, fifth gear. This is fifth, fifth, fifth. Do I need to go to fourth? Do I need to go to third? Do I need to go to second? Do I need to go screaming noise for no movement. Do I need to make no, I don't need. You just use the torque. The torque on that car is 1,600 Newton per meter, which is 60% more than any car in the world. So we're going there, full power, first gear, traction control off, and then we're going for it. Ready?
Crazy fast.
But like that. There is no moment where you think, the car is going to disappear on a road which is not very flat.
The traction was on or off?
Yes, off.
Off, oh.
But everything is going to the ground. Why? Because you have like 4-wheel drive, variable power, you can get 100% on the front, 0 to the rear, 50-50, is controlling that constantly. And even when it's off, it's like will not allow the car to disappear. This level of performance is not something you have to use on the road. Why? Because this is crazy fast. But the meaning of that is to say, if you're driving 50%, 60%, 70% of this performance, you will be super, super, super fast. But you will still be 20, 30, 40, 50% away from the limit of the car. And this margin is making your safety. If I give you a car with less performance, less horsepower, less speed, you want to get your adrenaline shot, you're playing with 100%, and when you're playing 101%, then you are punished. On a car like that, it's overperforming for under-driving use. On the road, you never drive like that. It's just a test for that.
Where are the places where you can actually max out the car?
Where you can make the top speed on the car?
Yeah.
No, nowhere in France. You know, the speed limit where we were is like in France, the speed limit is 80 kilometers. And on this road is like 110. And so already when you do a test drive like that, you're doing this kind of speed. So we imagine that it's... but you can already feel that you don't need a lot of space. It's just a question of saying, do I want to do it? The car will do it very easily without struggling. It's just a question to say, do I think it's fast enough or not fast enough? I hope you get the excitement. It's a teaser, of course, but then you can feel the atmosphere of Bugatti in terms of comfort, drivability, acoustic, traction, power, braking, speed, and reliability. Super, guys. So I mean, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, same here. Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Yeah, good to go. Thanks a lot. I just came back from a test drive with a Formula 1 driver in this Bugatti, and it was absolutely mind-boggling. First and foremost, I expected the car to be fast, obviously, when it has a W16 engine, which obviously produces 1500 horsepower and 1600 Newton meters of torque, which comes in at a low 2000 RPM and peaks at 6000 RPM. The car actually redlines close to 7000 RPM. You would expect it to be fast. Now, numbers are staggering: 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.5 seconds, 0 to 200 kilometers per hour in 6.5 seconds, 0 to 300 kilometers per hour in 13.6 seconds, and 0 to 400 kilometers per hour in 32.6 seconds. In fact, it goes from 0 to 400 and back to 0 in just 42 seconds. And to celebrate that, Bugatti obviously had that special edition with 42 written on the horseshoe grille. But the whole experience of sitting, co-pilot in the Bugatti was really amazing. Now, I could not get to drive the car because there's a customer who has come here today to actually spec his car. He actually came in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, so they did not have time enough to do test drives for us. However, they said that that can happen in the future. But today we just got a good experience of the whole car. I mean, it is just amazing. Obviously, like I told you, it's fast. The brakes are stupendous. It stops like nothing else I've ever seen in my life. But most importantly, the ride quality is also great. We went on a bad road. It was just so smooth, so refined, and you could not feel anything. Like, there's no rattly feel or that supercar feel you have now. The suspension is like damn all over the place. the Formula 1 driver actually turned off traction control and he gunned it and went through a corner real fast without traction control, stability control. The car was still supremely stable around the corners. There was no loss of traction. The four-wheel drive system works brilliantly well on this car. The gearbox, it's a 7-speed unit. It's just amazing. So guys, this is a sort of a sneak peek into the Bugatti Chiron, and I will definitely drive it real soon to give you a better experience of this vehicle. But if you like this video, make sure to give the thumbs up. That's a like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye.